Ready or what?
Mm-hmm. Hello, friends. Good morning.
Happy hot day.
Yeah, happy hot day. Happy Sunday. We'll wait till y'all start hopping on before we get into stuff. Okay. Everybody's asleep. See my little boy back there?
People are selling that stuff every weekend, aren't they?
What's that?
All them
Oh, yeah.
banners and stuff.
All right, guys. How are y'all doing this morning? We're on our way to church, and it is hot. It's going to be real hot all week. I think it showed that we were going to have 104, 109, 112, 105. It's going to be like blistering like that every day until Saturday, and then it's supposed to be like 90. So
You get a cold front.
yeah, we get a cool front on Saturday. There goes our poor garden. But
Speaking of, we got some corn out of there yesterday, and it
Yes.
was really good. We're going to have some for lunch. And our maters are starting to turn red and look pretty. So
this time of the year, you always start having lots of tomatoes in the windowsill. We have lined the kitchen windowsill with tomatoes, so they can
when they
finish.
start turning color, just
Yeah.
to keep the birds from getting them.
The birds from pecking them. We had a little problem this year with our tomatoes. We had something called blossom rot on the tomatoes and the peppers, the jalapeno peppers. But I think we remedied it.
Calcium deficient.
Yeah. So it's get you some calcium and put it at the bottom of the plant. So hopefully that helps with the blossom rot, because it's nothing more disappointing than going and thinking you got a beautiful tomato there and you go to pick it and the bottom of it's all nasty.
I have seen some out there that I've picked and had to throw away that were the worms. Worm and went in and ate all the way through the sucker.
Yeah. But we're fixing to have abundance. Oh goodness, we got so many tomatoes out there that's going to be ready, and probably within the next week or two, we're going to have tomatoes running out our ears. But we'll can them up, and we can make. You know, someone had asked me the other day if I ever had made rotel. I was like, that's an idea. I've made salsa, and then we've actually just canned tomatoes. That way, if we want to make fresh salsa or whatever, we have canned tomatoes or stew or whatever, whatever you would buy canned tomatoes for. I have bunches of them. And then she asked me, what about rotel? And I was like, I need to look into that.
Must be like some green, like some bell peppers, some onion, tomatoes.
You need to look up a recipe for it and do that, because we use a lot of rotel.
Would you can it, and you're that canner thing you got?
Yeah. I have an electric canner that I'm really, really liking. I have the stovetop canner that holds like 7 quarts or like 14 pints. But I really am liking my countertop electric canner, and it holds 4 quarts or I think 5 pints. And I like it because you don't have to sit and babysit it. You can just put it in there and go to town if you want to, and you don't have to sit there and make sure it's staying on pressure and all of that stuff. And this is my second season to use it. I really like it, and I also really like it because when you have the stovetop, it heats up your kitchen so bad, and
Especially in the summer.
yeah, when you're gonna can all your stuff, it heats up. We have a gas stove, and so it heats up your kitchen so bad that, and you don't want to do it unless you have enough to do a full canner. And so you have to have a massive garden to do some of that every day. And so this way I can do just 1 or 2 or 4 or however many I have, and it doesn't heat up the kitchen, and then plus I feel better about going ahead and doing a batch without having a full canner. So anyway, so who we have on here, I see y'all are all hopping on. But yeah, we're on our way to church, and it is so hot. I'm afraid our garden's going to burn up this week, because I think was it 114, 112 that it's supposed to get one day this week, and you just can't water enough when it's that hot. But he is going to fertilize, and that does help a little bit. But anyway, so let's see, what did we do this week? What was interesting this week besides just work and gardening?
That's pretty much it.
It is pretty much. I did go to market and get a few things for the boutique, but our huge market is this week. We'll be gone 2 days for that. But like he said earlier, before all of y'all stuff happened on, we're having stuff from the garden today. We're having corn. Well, we have some pork chops in the crock pot. He likes to have the crock pot, do the crock pot instead of cooking on Sunday, because that way we drive a little over an hour to church and we go back home, and so you're talking 4 hours of driving on Sunday, and it doesn't leave a lot of time in between. And so we like to have the crock pot ready when we get home, and that we have more time to relax or do whatever we want to do. So I have some pork chops in there, and then we're gonna have corn from the garden. What kind of corn was that? Candy corn. He planted candy corn, and we picked a couple yesterday to see if they're ready, and they were. So we're gonna have that today for lunch, and some squash and zucchini. I'm gonna stir fry some, and then we're gonna slice up some tomatoes. So we're having garden stuff for lunch today. But anyway, well, little Jesse is doing good.
Yeah.
He is growing, and he's gaining weight, and he's just so sweet, and we are enjoying him. He'll be a month old, or 4 weeks old, Wednesday, and that's just crazy to me. Isn't it crazy? We waited so long, and then all of a sudden he's gonna be 4 weeks old.
You don't hardly ever cry.
Mm-mm.
He sleeps
He's
a lot.
good. Yeah, he's babies. He's so precious. So
We're not prejudiced towards him, though, any kind of way.
no. We love all the babies, but you know. Yeah, he's a special little thing.
Little Cash can't understand what's going on about that.
Yeah.
He's not real. He's always got his nose jammed into something and barking, and I think he's a little bit jealous.
Yeah, he is. He almost hyperventilates when Jesse comes over, and so we've been putting him up because I don't know if I trust him. I don't know. He's gonna have to change. I tell you that. Cash is gonna have to change, and either that or he's gonna have to get a muzzle, so I don't have to worry about him. He hasn't done anything bad, but he does. He's a little too interested. It scares me. But anyway, what are you teaching about today, darling?
We're starting on Abraham today. The father of the children of Israel. And how God called Abram. His name was really Abram at first, and then God changed it to Abraham later. But how he called him out of the land of where he lived, and he was around 75 years old. And God, I ain't going to teach the whole lesson today right now, but God wanted to start a nation of his children that he could call his own, which we know as the children of Israel. And he started it with Abraham. And just the faith that Abraham had to leave where he had been for 75 years and take off somewhere where God said he'd show him. And talk about the aspects of sometimes us doing stuff and getting out of our comfort zone, where God can help us and show us things and exercising our faith. So that's kind of what we're going to do.
We didn't go to the donut shop today for the class or for ourselves because it's time to get back serious again on this keto. Well, we're having corn today from the garden, but it is in moderation, and it is Sunday. But it's time to get back on that bandwagon that we've kind of fell off of the last couple of months or so. So, time to get strict. Oh, you got a dad joke today? I'm sure you do.
Well, we had a kid come over to our house. He was chewing on our extension cord, so I grounded him. But currently, he's doing better, and he's conducting himself properly.
Did you make that up?
No,
Hair sticking up in the back.
I like it like that.
New
If
style.
it drives you nuts, I like it.
It's new style?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to set the trends. Oh, have we told them that we're leaving this heat furnace
No, we haven't told them yet.
in August, 1st of August, going on a family camping trip? Maybe we'll take y'all along if you want to go. Y'all let us know if you want to see what all gets into when you go on a boat or camping trip. But we're going to New Mexico.
We're going to Angel Fire. And we've been there before with our camper. There's a camper RV resort. Camper RV, I'm being redundant.
Angel Fire RV Resort.
It's gorgeous. And they have a lot of activities and stuff. And we really liked staying there last time. And last Sunday was Father's Day. And we had all the family over at the house. And we got to talking about how hot it was and everything. And so everybody got on their phones and they started looking up places to go. And
I was going to go to Colorado, but we couldn't get in where we wanted to, I don't think. Plus, it was quite a bit more expensive, I think.
yeah, we was going to get a cabin, but or a house that we've rented. We've been there. I don't know. We've been to. It's called Bear Paw Lodge. We've been there 3 times, maybe 4, 3 for sure. No, it was.
We stayed, the first time we stayed in those houses by the creek,
Mm-hmm.
Ryan and Becky, and then the next time we went, we stayed in that big house with Jeremy.
That was the 3rd time. We've been there at least 3 times. But anyway, but the house that we wanted, they sold, that we've stayed in before. Or there's, what did she
They're trying to
say?
sell, they're putting it on the market to sell, I think. We ought to buy that booger.
We could probably make our money back.
I'd like to just buy it, and I'd probably move.
Mm.
It's gorgeous. It's
Couldn't
right
move
by
away
a creek.
from Jesse.
He can come with us. It's got like 5 bedrooms.
Yeah.
6 bedrooms.
It was big. We got the biggest one, but we couldn't get it, so we thought, well, why don't we just take our trailers and we'll just go to the Red River, and it's pretty there.
It's nice and cool. One night this week, I think the temperature is going to be like 70 and 37 at night or something.
Oh, that sounds wonderful, doesn't it?
Man, I would never walk my dog in town like that and carry a deal to scoop the deal. Just would never do that.
We live in the country, so that doesn't happen. We come to town, we don't. Anyway, like Jeff Foxworthy said,
We're on the top of the food chain. We don't do that. I don't understand carrying that. It's just going to go back.
Anyway.
Yeah. Let's go on to something else.
Yeah, let's go on to something
So we can
else.
ride the ski lifts there.
Yeah.
We can go trout fishing.
Uh-huh.
I think I'd like to rent an ATV and go up to Goose Lake. It's up in the mountains and out of Red River. They got mining deals you can go look at. Or you could just sit outside in your rocker in the middle of August and be in 70 degrees and just enjoy yourself and get up early in the morning, have coffee, make some breakfast outside on the Blackstone. Sleep
If it's
late.
37 degrees at night, that's a little cold for us.
It's probably not going to be quite that cool in August, another month from now. But
Yeah, that's winter for us. So I would have to have my jacket, but they have all kind. This is the neatest RV resort. We really like staying there. But
Golfing, everything.
yeah.
They even got a putt-putt practice still there and everything. They may have changed it. We ain't been in like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. I bet those trees have grown. The trees that they had planted that we stayed by last time, they were kind of little, and we was wishing we had more shade. So maybe they've grown some more. But anyway, we're fixing to pull up to the church, and hopefully the church stays cool today. This is a very old church, and sometimes it doesn't cool down like it should if it doesn't get turned on early. So we're hoping it does today. It looks like somebody's here, so hopefully they've turned it on already. It's been running. Well, y'all have a wonderful Sunday, and we will see y'all next week. Until then, keep looking to the east. Bye.